9:02, Friday the 10th of November, and today is my iPhone day. I've been waiting a week. I didn't get on the first batch of orders, frustratingly, even though I was refreshing multiple computers trying to order the iPhone 10 on launch day. I missed that first window. The second window gave me a date of the 13th to the 20th. But thankfully yesterday I had an update with a dispatch note saying it arrived today. So, today is the day. I've even dug out the old Series 1, which is now fully charged, ready for me to go back to iOS, at least for a brief time. And yeah, now it's just a waiting game. Let's see what time it's going to arrive. Hope it's soon. It has finally arrived. Genuinely really excited. I haven't been excited for an Apple product for a long time. Yeah, let's unbox it. So the only thing I have done is removed the particulars from the front. Don't want everyone knowing my address. I have the required tool, which I may or may not need. We will soon see. So I'm going to unbox it. I know so many people have already done unboxings of the iPhone, but as mentioned before, today's my iPhone 10 day. So I'll unbox it. We'll have a look at the genuine leather case and slap that on. And we'll also do a setup. We'll just see how the setup process is. And then obviously, once I've used it for an extensive period of time, I'll give you my thoughts, reviews, camera reviews, whatever you want to see, etc, etc. So, let's get into this. Very standard looking kind of iPhone casing in terms of iPhone on the side, either side, Apple logo on the top. The image feels slightly raised in terms of the actual image on the front, and then again, image on the back as well. So, let's remove some of that. Let's just open that. That. So yeah, it's definitely, the image is definitely raised on the box. So let's give it a little open. That's on the side. So there she is. There is the iPhone 10. It's smaller than I thought, but we'll see. We'll get hands on in a second. Of course, you have your little sleeve which houses the stickers. Definitely need your stickers. It houses the SIM eject tool, some terms and conditions, and normally this would be a pointless bit of paper, but actually with the new gesture controls, it may be worth a glance, just to get to know them. I've watched enough videos to kind of know what I'm doing, so hopefully I won't need this, but for those of you buying a handset, it could be worth just glancing at that. So let's move that out of the way, move that out of the way. Let's pop out the phone itself. So there she is. And immediately, I haven't held a iPhone 8/7/6 for a while, but immediately it feels like that same form factor. Whether that's a good or a bad thing, I don't know. I'm very used to the Note 8 size now, so it feels very, very small, but very weighty, nice kind of weight to it, and yeah, she looks really, really nice. So let's just pop that to one side for a minute, put that on there. As always, power brick, headphones, dongle, USB connector. You've seen it before, you know what comes in here. Let's get to the good stuff. So, the famous peel. You guys ready? Something very satisfying about that. So good. So good. So there she is. Yeah, I've got to hand it to Apple, like in terms of, it's going to be a fingerprint magnet, but in terms of just to look at, it's really, really nice looking phone. And immediately while the screen is off, I can't notice the notch. If you turn it at a certain angle, you can kind of, I don't know how well it's going to translate on camera, but you can kind of catch a glimpse of that iconic notch that people are positively and negatively commenting about currently. But yeah, it looks good. Before I set up, let's just see what it looks like with the case on. So this is the original iPhone 10 leather case, which I purchased as well. Pop that open, see what that's like. So historically, these have always been pretty good cases. I've had these on multiple iPhone devices throughout the years. It has that kind of Alcantara on the inside, so it keeps that kind of protective kind of coating right on your phone. Also, in terms of the actual quality, with any leather, it wears over time, and it adds a bit of character to it as well. They've kept the kind of the metal buttons, so it makes it easy to kind of still activate, which is good. In fact, before I put that on, I need to obviously switch my SIM card over, so let me do that first. So that's the iPhone 10 with the actual leather case on. Quite a smooth finish. Obviously that will change over time as it wears in, which will add, as I mentioned before, a bit of character. There she is turned on. Immediately, it looks weird without that home button, that Touch ID button. It's been a while since I've used an iPhone. In fact, the last one I used was the 7. I skipped the 8, the 8 Plus, so yeah, the 7 and 7 Plus were the last ones I used. It's probably been the better part of 6 months. I'd say 6 months when I took the switch, 100% switch to Android as my daily driver. So yeah, it's weird kind of coming back. Just so you know, this doesn't mean I am coming back to iOS as a full-time thing. This is purely because it's a new phone, it's the latest phone, it's the 10th anniversary edition, and for the purpose of the channel and for you guys that are watching, this is just a kind of, let's see what it's like. Chances are I will be, after a period of time, once I've used it, I'm probably going to be switching back to the Note 8, unless this blows my socks off and really impresses me. But I really love my Note 8, and it would take a lot for me to kind of replace the Note 8 with this as a daily driver. But like I said, we're going to use it for a few weeks, see how we get on, and go from there. So let's see how easy it is to set up. So this is what I'm interested in, to see how easy it is to set up the Face ID. So I will try and capture this as best as possible. Obviously I'm going to have to hold it closer to my face, so it might cut off the phone slightly, but we'll see how we get on. So continue, how to set up Face ID, get started. So first position your face in the camera frame and then move your head in a circle to show all the angles of your face. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. Okay, that's one. And that's it. So that was surprisingly easy. Yeah, I expected that to be a little bit more difficult. In fact, that's easier than Touch ID, if I remember rightly. Yeah, just 2 rotations of the head. We'll see how that works in practice, but yeah, it's good. There we have it. We have the iPhone. So if we lock it, so if we have it face down, and then the idea is we look at it, swipe up. Okay, that was quick. So let's lock it again. So just so you can see on the camera, that is definitely locked. Face to the camera. Oh, wow, that even picked that up. So you can't see this, but I'm off angle at the minute, and that picked that up very quickly. In fact, let's just look at me, swipe up. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty fast. Okay, so yeah, that's put some some fears to bed. I mean, I had watched a few videos where people had said the Face ID is working surprisingly better than what they thought it would, and yeah, it definitely does. So yeah, really happy with that. So there we have it. This is my, as I mentioned before, day 1, my iPhone day. I now have my iPhone 10. I now have a case on it. Screen protector should be arriving later, so yes, I'm going to fully protect it just because it is so expensive. And yeah, I shall, if you follow me on social, I'll let you know how I'm getting on my thoughts and feelings towards it, and I'll also be creating a couple more videos off the back of this as well. So thanks for joining me, really appreciate it. If you like what you see, make sure you smash that like button. If you love it, make sure you subscribe, and if you want to keep up to date with more content, hit that bell icon as well. My name's Darren, aka Gadget Devo. Thanks for joining me once again. Peace, take care.